In January 2020, the quiet suburbs of Colorado Springs were settled into a deep midwinter freeze. 11-year-old Gannon Stauch was known for his gentle nature and an obsession with science and video games. On a Monday afternoon, Gannon vanished. Within hours, the community mobilized, flooding the streets and local news cycles with his photo. Local police launched a massive recovery operation, using search poles to probe frozen roadside ditches and wooded areas in sub-zero temperatures. Despite the scale of the search, the effort yielded nothing. No clothing, no footprints in the snow, and no witnesses. The standard protocols for a missing child were producing a total vacuum of information. Gannon's stepmother, Leticia, became the public face of the search. She gave several emotional interviews to national outlets, portraying herself as a devastated parent desperate for answers. Behind the scenes, however, investigators were struggling to verify her account. Every interview with Leticia resulted in a slightly different timeline of Gannon's final movements. With the physical search stalled, the investigation turned toward the one thing that wasn't adding up: the stories coming from inside Gannon's own home. Leticia's initial claim was that Gannon had simply walked to a friend's house and never returned. Detectives began canvassing the neighborhood for surveillance data. They eventually found a neighbor's security camera that monitored the Stauch's driveway from across the street. The footage showed Leticia and Gannon walking to her red SUV and driving away together on the morning of his disappearance. When the car returned hours later, Leticia was alone. The camera recorded her unloading heavy trash bags and a large red board from the vehicle. Gannon never appeared on the tape. After reviewing this footage, investigators shifted their focus entirely to Leticia. Leticia then changed her story, claiming a stranger had forced his way into the house, attacked her, and kidnapped Gannon. Police seized her SUV and used chemical sprays designed to detect proteins in biological fluids. The treatment revealed significant blood spatter across the interior of the vehicle, stains that had been meticulously cleaned and were invisible to the naked eye. The volume and distribution of the blood indicated that a violent struggle had occurred, and the SUV had served as the means to move the evidence. While Leticia's narrative of a home invasion continued to evolve, the chemical evidence provided a fixed set of facts that the defense could not explain away. As the forensic case built against her, Leticia left Colorado and fled to Florida. Following her arrest, her legal team mounted an insanity defense, claiming she suffered from dissociative identity disorder and was not responsible for her actions. That defense was challenged when construction workers in Pace, Florida, found a suitcase hidden beneath a bridge. The suitcase contained Gannon's remains. This location was over 1,300 miles away from the initial crime scene in Colorado. Prosecutors argued that the logistics of transporting evidence across multiple state lines required complex, deliberate planning. To them, the cross-country trip was evidence of a calculated effort to evade capture, not a lack of mental clarity. The trial concluded in June 2023 at the El Paso County Judicial Complex. Throughout the proceedings, Leticia remained largely expressionless as the jury reviewed the GPS data and forensic reports. The jury returned a guilty verdict on all counts. Leticia Stauch was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, plus an additional 80 years. The case remains a stark example of how psychopathy can exist behind a facade of normalcy within a family. Ultimately, the resolution of the case didn't rely on confessions or witness testimony, but on the data. Digital footprints and forensic chemistry provided a record of the truth that no amount of manipulation could change.